Sonic Unleashed for the PS3. In my Wii review, I already talked about what I liked and disliked about Sonic Unleashed as like a concept itself, so I won't cover that in this one. I'll just discuss what I like a lot more about the far superior PS3 slash Xbox 360 version. Basically, everything is better in this game than the Wii version. It's way faster. The level design is a lot better. There's two more levels, especially Empire City, like you can see right now. I grew up in New York, not the city, but the state, so it's just kind of cool seeing Sonic in New York. The Werehog is stupid like it was before, but it controls a ton better in this game. And you can actually hold down the boost button in this game. And the environments with the Hedgehog engine graphics engine just look so nice. They look really, really good. Especially Adabat. It's like my favorite level in the game. That was great. The final boss fight in this game was a lot better, and just, yeah, like I was saying, the environments look a lot better as a whole. The Werehog also just controlled a lot better. You had the light punch and the soft punch rather than using like the GameCube controller triggers for right and left hook. And yeah, I feel like the Werehog platforming in this was better. Now, don't get me wrong, I still am not a fan of the Werehog, but it was much better implemented in this game. So, the game's really fun. Sonic Advance 2. This, just for some reason, is by far my favorite Sonic Advance game. Nothing like environmentally really like sticks out about this game. You've got your generic first level, there's no really unique level, but just how they designed it and how the game looks and feels, looks pertaining to like how the characters look, not necessarily the backgrounds and everything. And they really just nailed a sense of speed down really well in this game. I was really, really impressed with it. You've got, once again, like Sonic Advance, you've got your classic set of characters, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but they added Cream in. Cream was stupid. I never played with her. Yeah, it's not worth my time at all. But yeah, playing as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles is definitely worth it. Yeah, it just, like, they really have just seamless speed in this. It always seems like, although it's a criticism of some Sonic games where it's just like you're pressing right the whole time, I think it's almost like a strength of this game that no matter what you're doing, no matter how you're platforming, you always seem to be moving right. You're always moving in this game. There's rarely a time when you're at a standstill. And I just think that actually just works really well to the game. And I also liked the addition to the trigger controls in mid-air where you can do like the tricks and stuff and make it so that you don't get hit when you're not in the ball. I thought that was interesting, and also to the level design, how you sometimes had to hit trigger up in order to reach higher up places. I thought that was interesting as well. The special stages in this game I'm not a huge fan of just because it's like impossible to find all those hidden rings. So yeah, that's probably my one complaint about the game, that you can't like get supersonic. It's like impossible. But yeah, I love this game and it ranks high. Sonic Colors. I'm gonna sum up my thoughts about this game in one line that rhymes. Dumb name, but awesome game. This game controls really well. I think of the new modern kind of Sonic gameplay, this game definitely controls the best because you're able to hold down the boost button and the jumping is really under control. I actually really liked how they added the double jump as well. That harkens back all the way back to Sonic R, so I thought that was actually a really interesting addition. I thought, especially given like their freedom with the Interstellar amusement park thing, they really took it and ran with it and made some really creative environments. My favorite was Starlight Carnival and Asteroid Coaster. I really like those levels. Everyone seemed to love Planet Wisp. I thought that was actually one of the weakest ones. Aquarium Park was also a really nice level. The color mechanics, the color powers, they're neat, although I think they're gimmicky. I really liked the Sonic Simulator as well. However, the fact that they reused bosses in this game, I didn't think that was so great. However, the playable Supersonic was awesome. I loved that they threw that in there. It was great. However, I'm not a fan of the new voice work. I think it's very poor, actually. And the new writing, people seem to like it, but I think it's worse than the other games. And this had the most it was a very cool looking boss, and it had great music, but it was so easy. This is one of the easiest Sonic bosses ever. So all in all, Sonic Colors is a great game that controls well. I've played it and replayed it a couple of times, and I really like it. So yeah, it ranks high. And there's Supersonic. Pure awesomeness. Sonic CD. I think this is a really great Sonic game, but I know some people really rank this as a really high Sonic game. Like some people say it's the best Sonic game. I don't think I'd go as far as to say that, and perhaps that's just because I didn't play it till I was older. I didn't play this game until like maybe 3 years ago or something when I bought Sonic Gems Collection. Yeah, so I didn't grow up with it at all, so it doesn't have any nostalgic value to me, really. I just view it as like, oh, this is a Sonic game that I may have had the chance to play when I was a kid. It came out on PC, but I never got a chance to buy it. I really wanted to, but I was never able to. I think the environments in this game are really neat. I like how Sonic controls, however, I don't like the spin dash. They did something really weird with the spin dash when they added the super peel out with this. You have to hold it a certain way. I'm not a huge fan of how they implemented that. I do think that the Metal Sonic race thing here was a really neat thing. I think it's a little overrated, but I still think it's cool. The time travel aspect in this game, it makes the game, it gives the game a lot of replay value, but I feel like it's a little bit overrated. And I really like some of the level gameplay mechanics in this game, especially in this wacky workbench level, how you hit the bouncy floor there and it just sends you skyrocketing in the air. I think that's really interesting. I think that sometimes the game level design is very interesting. I think it gets a little convoluted at times, especially Stardust Speedway. Sonic Adventure DX. I consider DX the one that I'm rating, because I never actually played the original Sonic Adventure. I played Sonic Adventure DX on the PC, but it contains everything and more of what Sonic Adventure was. This game is just awesome. It was the first Sonic 3D experience. I was so pumped when I bought this game because I wanted to play Sonic Adventure so bad. I remember just seeing it in stores and not having a Dreamcast and just being like, oh, I want to play Sonic Adventure so badly. The Sonic games are just awesome in this game. I loved playing them, and I still play them. I just try to get like the best times in them. They're awesome. The Tails levels played well. Knuckles, I loved controlling Knuckles, but I hated that all he did was find emerald shards. Amy was just slow, and who really wanted to play as Amy? E102 Gamma was kind of a filler character, but I think the gameplay was pretty neat. Big was stupid. I don't know why they put fishing into a Sonic game. It does not belong there. I feel like the game presentation and everything was awesome. I thought Chaos was a really great idea. The bosses were big and epic in this game, and Perfect Chaos was just sweet. And having Supersonic in 3D for the first time was just awesome. I loved it.